Now, you know I'm not a conspiracy guy, but that was pretty weird, right? Whoever was tuned in 2 minutes ago, that shit was weird as fuck. And that's pretty crazy. Shout out Pepsi Ciroc. Proud to the patients. I don't know what the fuck got me cut off like that. But if you believe in people could turn your shit off, they definitely turned my shit off. And if you missed it, I started with saying, Irv Gotti says I'm not his friend. I say I'm not. I'm his brother. And I love him to death. I love his whole entire family. I love his kids, his sisters, his mother, his brother. And so I want that vibration to go out there. A lot of times, you know, you go on YouTube and like non-valid people always got to comment on something. Like people just we don't even know these people or acknowledge them. And so we the big show. This week was crazy. This week was the hustle was too real. I was down in Greensboro, North Carolina. I went down to marketamericaShop.com 30th anniversary.
Was your order ready of your food?
Yeah, it was Stephanie's Soul Food.
It was Stephanie's.
Stephanie Soul Food. I go every year. Now, if you guys ever went somewhere every year, it's like almost like, wow, I made it another year. You know what I'm saying? So I went over there and Stephanie's, they gave me that good fried chicken, that collard green with the turkey in it. No pork. No ham in my pan, no pork on my fork. So I did that. You know, I was all over Greensboro, all over Charlotte. Charlotte got big love, man. You know, I went through the it almost makes you feel like you could live there because so much love. I know why people be living in certain places because they just get wow love. Like, you know, so I came out in the, no bullshit. I came to the airport and all the workers just ran out the stores. Not just the stores, the guys stopping the planes and all. They all ran in like, Joe Crack, yeah, yo Crack. Yesterday's price is not today's. Like they just going crazy. And so much love, man. And you know, very spiritual down there in the South. So everybody kept coming up to me that's like a church member and they said they loved the interview we did with the bishop that got robbed. Like really loved it. They was like, yo, you was on point with it. And so here we just give legendary, Pretty Lou, what's up? We just do legendary interviews right on IG. A poor man's Oprah Winfrey show. You know what I mean? You can turn it on. You don't need much. You know what I'm saying? And then you just go. My birthday week. And so I was going to do, I'll tell y'all now, I was going to do a huge, shout out Kathy Romero, a huge birthday party like I do every year. I had Bobby Brown, right? So Bobby Brown was coming. Carl Thomas, Keith Sweat. Aaron Hall was coming. We was about to turn New York City upside down like we do on some super duper fly shit. But one of my friends is going through a tough time. One of my best friends, health-wise. And right when I was about to officially put the ink on the paper and make it official, you know, I was texting him and the text he sent me was just like, it really hurt me and fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Jeff, get better. I don't like people in your business. But I've been praying for my brother 4 times a day. And I didn't feel like we should throw a big party and he's looking at Instagram and it looks like, fuck you, you sick, and we partying. And so, you know, I had to, you know, just chill. Fall back. Maybe we throw a Christmas party or some shit when Jeff is better and we can all just be there happy. And you know, when somebody you love is going through something, right? This is an ill thing. So I turned around and I asked Rich, I said, yo, Rich, man, the man got 5 kids. Let me ask you, Rich, be honest with me. has the man ever been funny style to you? And Rich said, never, ever. He's always been the best guy. So I called Rich the barber. I asked him the same question. He's like, yo, he's the best. He's never. Now I call Avi the jeweler, pristine. And when you can ask people and everybody's just telling you, yo, he's a beautiful person, and you know he's going through a tough time. And so I had to fall back and just, I like to shake my ass. Especially, I swear, I've been going to a bunch of parties and all that. People ain't really shaking their ass. They ain't really smiling. They ain't really having fun. When you come in my party, you dress to impress, S&S, test move on a 1 and 2, smelling good, aces of spades the size of little people floating around, everybody smiling. I'm up in there drunk, having a great time. I mean, that's how we do it. Haven Fielder, hi. He's tuned in. And so shout out to my brother Jeff and everybody and so we might just do a little dinner, and other than that, I was gonna talk about a couple of things. Shout out Market America. Look, the airports is bugging, right? I don't know if you understand. When you watch TV, if you don't fly and you watch the news, right? You watch the news and they say 900 cancellations, 700 delays. It really happens. So I go to the airport to go to North Carolina. I went one day early, Wednesday, to make sure I get in. They canceled it 5 times, send us home. Then they send us to the Westchester Airport. Now I only flew private out of there. So I go up there. It's the smallest airport in the world. And so you immediately know the plane is going to be little as fuck. You go in there, you got one place to eat, one thing, you get checked. The same guys you was online with is sitting next to you. So I go and we walk through the tunnel to take the plane to North Carolina. And the joint is the smallest plane in the world. You got to duck. If you do not understand, everybody has a fear. My biggest fear is the fear of flying. And so when I get up in that motherfucker, the plane's so small, I duck. Rich was praying for me. Rich don't care. He ain't scared of planes, but he's already praying. I see it on his face like, oh my God. So I sit there. But the point is, we gotta see it through. We gotta get the job done. You say you coming, you gotta come. Even if it's the little plane. We go up in that plane. It was the smoothest plane. But we came back to New York. That plane was crazy, and that was a big plane. That shit was turbulence to death. We drove all the way to the Hamptons, 3 hours, right? Did a show, came back 4 in the morning, got up 7 in the morning to walk right out to go back down to North Carolina to perform. We performed with Jamie Foxx. The shit was lit. 30th anniversary of Market America. But it feels so good when I walk. I always go down there. So when I see the same people, I feel like it's a year anniversary. Like we made it another year. And so it's that American Eagle, them little ass planes. Yo, bro, this shit is crazy. But I tell you something, man, about the grind, man. The grind is real. And thank God we able to do it. And so, I was telling some people a story. I said, some people, I opened up my store. I don't know if I ever told that story. I opened my store. And I'm upset with you and a couple of other people because I had met this guy. He sold sneakers. I won't say his name. But the guy, I liked him. He was selling me sneakers. He was coming to see me at the hotel in Jersey. And I took him to a couple of places. Nobody said, yo, Joe, this dude's a crook. Little nice white boy. We thinking he's cool. So we get into talking. Yo, maybe we should open a sneaker store. So that's how we opened up NYC. It wasn't till the night before I opened and I already spent so much money doing the store, and Michael Jordan personally giving me permission. Nah, whole movie, right? It's lines around the block, and that's when people started telling me like, yo, you know, homeboy's a crook, and I'm like, yo, I'm thinking they hating. I'm like, nah, y'all hating, you know, y'all mad. We got 3 lines around the corner. Y'all know we turning it up. And shout out to Santo Domingo. It's Santo Domingo Day in New York. The Dominicans is doing it big out there. And so, long story short is, we do the first day, we do great. But there's like $7 grand missing. The first day. And so, nobody says no. We're trying to figure out maybe it's a hectic day. Couple of days later, the store's doing great. It's money missing again from the register. We still don't know who it is. The third time the shit happened, Slow, who's our brother, our partner, says to me, yo, it gotta be the white boy stealing. Nobody else is touching the register but the guy. So I said, come on, man, he's my partner. You know, he put in money to get in here. He said, this, that. So it happens one more time. So I put him up, I put him in the room and I said, yo, bro. And he says, what's up, Joe? I said, you're stealing from yourself. Like, you know you own this store with me. Like, you do know you're stealing from yourself. The whole point is, how the fuck do you steal from yourself? No, it's too much, man. You gotta fucking stop. Like, I'm looking at this guy and say, yo, you're stealing from yourself. This is your store. Like, why are you stealing from yourself? I'm trying to explain to this guy, like, yo, you stealing from yourself. Long story short is, this guy was doing a little bit too much of everything. He was robbing football players, basketball players. I guess the store gave him legitimacy so he could really run dudes' cars. So somebody come, he take their car. Long story short, I'd never forget, I gave him one last speech. I was where the restaurant Say Less is now. Remember, Jimmy owned it. And I said, yo, bro, you stealing from yourself, brother. Like, why are you doing it? I said, you know what? These guys, they're not very nice guys. And sooner or later, if they think you're stealing from me, it's not good, bro. Like, I don't know where you come from or what are you thinking? Right? So then the guy goes, he busts a last move because he knows the codes. Every Christmas, the sneaker of the year comes out, right? Every around that Christmas time, what was it, the Space Jams?
Space Jam or Concord?
The man diverted. We waiting. There's people waiting outside the store for the Space Jams. We supposed to be the biggest shit up NYC. The man never shows up after I gave him that speech. And then we go to FedEx. No sneakers come. Kids waiting for the sneaker of the year. And we found out the man diverted the shipment to his house in Jersey. All the sneakers, 400 sneakers. And you know, you can sell that at Flight Club, whatever. He bust the last move, right? And so, it's cool, we never seen him again. So he gets locked up and does some time for fraud, for robbing a bunch of people, this, that, right? He comes out of jail maybe 2 years later, because, you know, he's a little white boy, so they thought, you know, maybe, yo, let's teach him a lesson. He's not really a stone cold criminal, but he stole $1 million shit. You know, and I'm not even going to lie to you. I really wanted to hurt this guy. And so I was so stressed out because I wanted to hurt him, but I knew I couldn't hurt him because he had too much going on. I knew eyes was on him, all type of shit. Yo, the AC, can we throw the AC or open the window in this motherfucker? And so I didn't, thank God. And but I lost, like, I chipped my tooth because I was so mad that I wanted to get this guy. I chipped the fucking tooth. Just so pissed, right? But thank God I ain't do it to him. And so he goes to jail, he comes out 2 years later. I hear he's outside, but I don't know. He's like, you know, wherever. And then I'm watching the news one day, and they bring up a thing about, so this guy, listen, bro. Crazy people, I don't think they're gonna get uncrazy. Crazy people, schizophrenia and all that, hopefully they take medicine and calm down, but I don't think they're gonna get uncrazy. Guys that rape women, I don't think they're gonna stop raping. I think after they do their 5-10 years, they come outside in 2 days, they rape another girl. These people fucking sick. So this guy's like a kleptomaniac or something. So he meets a guy, and the guy got a championship ring from the NFL after he does his 2 years. So he asks the guy about the ring. The guy says, well, you know, when a player wins a championship, they give, you know, he can order extra rings for his family, right? So this guy goes and calls New England Patriots like he's Tom Brady. This is the same guy who stole from me. 2 years after he does his time, the innocent little guy, right? He goes and says he's Tom Brady, and he buys 4 rings, acting like he's Tom Brady. They give him the rings, then he sells it at an auction for like $250,000, $350,000. Guess what? I'm watching the news. He's on the news getting locked up again. The guy's a serial fucker. Like, guess what? He's going to do 4 or 5 years, come out and do it again. Like, it is what it is. That's what he does. And so, stealing from yourself. Sometimes a lot of people, you can steal from yourself in many, 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 many ways. That's crazy. I was thinking about my brother. You know, I had a boy I grew up with. His name was Black Ant. Nicest guy, fly dude from the Kennedy Projects. And I remember one night we at the Castle nightclub, and it's a big shootout. And he was like, you know, behind them dumpsters. You know, in New York, we got them green dumpsters that the bullets can't go through. That shit is like beyond steel. But he was there. So me and Flex, rest in peace, pull up, and we was like, yo, Ant, come on. So he runs, jump in the truck. And so I thought we saved his life that day, right? And maybe the next day after that, he was shooting dice in the lobby of the building in McKinley, and he had an argument over $1, and the guy stabs him in the heart and kills him. And so I was thinking about Black Ant because, Jesus Christ, this was a fly dude, my man, good dude. You know what I'm saying? Died over $1. You know what I'm saying? And then at that, I thought we saved him the day before, and he wound up getting killed for $1 a day later. Rest in peace, Black Ant. You know, you can't help but notice being the most respectful guy in the world. Whether you in the airport, the Instagram. There's an explosion of young ladies doing plastic surgery out there. No. It's yo, listen to me. There is an explosion. This is like, they're weaponizing. Yo, should I stop this conversation? Because it feels like they're weaponizing the ass right now. Like, if you see girls on Instagram, they so cocked back in the G-string, not a G-string, G-strings, but in a jet ski, almost like they cock back. Like, listen, man. These guys must be making a lot of money, huh? No, think about it. These guys got to be making a lot of money, plastic surgeons, right? And I'm not against it. I'm not saying nothing wrong. Do it. It makes you look beautiful. You live your life. I'm not mad at it. But it's almost like they weaponize it. Yo, this shit is crazy. And it's like, women, it make me feel like, it's like, if you ain't got it now, you crazy. It's the wildest shit, right? And so back in the days, you would look at somebody with plastic surgery like, what the fuck they doing, right? And so, but now, if you see a beautiful girl and she's chubby, a little bit too chubby, you say to yourself, yo, why the fuck she ain't just going to get the shit? You know,
going to get the kid.
go get the kit, go get the body kit. And this shit is crazy because I be laughing because it's like, now I swear to God, that's, you know how you look at guys, first of all, when you see guys in the picture and they wear their hands like this, damn, I can't get up, but fuck it. You know, when they do this, right? Everybody got their hands. Just because you got your hands like that, don't mean you're not pussy. Be clear. That pose that the real D-Boy's been doing for years, it's been commercialized to where every bozo on the planet Earth is doing that, trying to look. I'm not rating you because you're putting your hands like that. I'm just not. I really want y'all to know that. I'm not rating you because you do this. Don't mean you live. Don't mean you tough. Don't mean I'm rating you. I mean, I'm keeping it a buck with that shit because now I'm starting this over. Why do you always do it? But why you, if you get a style, you get a new sneaker, it's the style, then every bozo go get the sneaker, then you don't even want to wear the sneaker no more, you don't want to wear the shirt no more. It's like everybody copycat. So I just saw, you could tell I've been stuck at the airport, right? Mm-hmm. So I seen like a couple of, more than enough pictures of, you know, nice guys with their arms like that, acting like they, bro, you're not the ones.
Change the show to Airport Chronicles.
Nah, you can learn a lot in the motherfucking airport. In the fucking airport. And I'll leave it alone. But somebody had asked me just in talking, right? And you know, when you grow up poor, you know, and you don't have shit, if you make it up out the mud, we like to show it off somehow, right? So that's why we wear jewelry and all this, and just as a status to show you, yo, you know, we ain't bums no more. We ain't fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's the smartest thing to do. I don't know if saving your money and investing is a much better thing, right? But, and so we do all type of shit, right? And somebody had asked me, once again in the airport, shout out to the Spanish kid. I'll be in the lounge, and he was asking me your OG questions, and I told him, and he said, what is the dumbest shit you've done with your money? And I would have to say, I don't regret nothing. We done did some amazing things in our lives. We done threw some parties. I remember it was my wife's birthday one day, and I bought the whole entire club a bottle of Cristal in Miami. I mean, the whole Pitbull performed, a bunch of people. But when I told everybody, strangers, say it was 500 people, I told them to put their bottles in the air. Everybody threw the bottle of Cristal up in the air. Everybody had a bottle. Just dumb shit, right? But the dumbest shit that I believe I spent my money is on private planes.
I knew you was gonna say that.
And so check this out, man. I was afraid to fly. So now, if you would have told me that I was gonna fly ever in my life, I would have bet my life savings that I would never fly. Like, I just was so scared of flying that I thought I would never, ever, ever. So even when the plane shakes like today and all that, I just say thank you, God, for letting me face my fear. Because some people can't face their fears. So at least I'd be scared to death, but I do it. But so what happened to me was, the one time I get over the fear of flying, I call a friend of mine, shout out to Tom Cirillo, and I tell him, yo, you got your plane in Jersey? Because he used to always try to get me. He was like, yeah. So I get in the plane, private plane, G4, fly back from Miami, where I came from. We was driving in a tour bus. So I drive back to meet Khaled, and it was so smooth. that I couldn't believe I flew. This is around lean back time. So I'm making a bunch of money at that time. Lean back number 1, 47 weeks, ain't but 52 weeks. The money's out of control. So I am flying private. I mean, I'm dead ass. We would be in New York, board, they'd definitely be like, yo, we want some real Boricua food. Okay, let's fly to Puerto Rico and go eat Bebo's chicken. Just the dumbest shit. If I had to go to Connecticut for a show, I would fly from Teterboro to Connecticut like 8 minutes. It was the most disrespectful abuse of money ever created. Like, it was just, you know, we had Kentucky Fried Chicken on the plane. We shooting dice. We playing spades. We blasting the system. We ghettoed the motherfucking G4 like you could never ghetto it. I'm sure these young kids is ghettoing this shit to death now. But when you talk about levels of ghetto, you know, we're not big smokers, so it wasn't like we were smoking on the plane. Maybe Raul pulled off a blunt or two on the plane. But y'all pristine jewelers, Joker lives a life. But somebody asked me, the biggest regret was, and so this is what I did, right? So I'm on a vacation. I'm going to 10 different islands every day. So every day I'm in Santo Domingo, rent a house on the water with the pool. The next day I'm in Bahamas, rented in Barbados, Anguilla, wherever the fuck. We go on a 10-day vacation, right? And so I'm standing there, Rasha Bilhassa, salam alaikum. So I'm standing there with the pilot of the plane, and we sitting in some island having a drink on a fucking big mansion shit. And he says, you know what, man? He said, everybody be frontin'. You the realest one. I said, what do you mean? Because he used to fly Puffy, Jay-Z, all these other guys. He said, you know, Puff, Jay-Z, they talk that shit, but nobody spends more money than you. Nobody flies more than you. So now, I'm sitting there, and I get a fucking, it hit me like a pound of bricks that, yo, I'm broken and all it. These guys got way more money than me. I gotta be doing something wrong flying this shit every day. This shit reminds me of this funny story that happened to Timberland. You know, Timberland flew private forever. His little daughter was raised on a private plane. And he told me one time, his accountant told him to chill, so he finally went on like a first class American to LA. So when he walks in the plane with his daughter taps him and says, hey, Dad, what are all these people doing on our plane? And Timbo looks at her like, what? She was like, man, there's all these people on our plane. Like, what they doing on our plane, Dad? So he had to explain to her that it was, you know, everybody's plane. And so when you on that shit, you know what I'm saying? Y'all APR, what's up, baby? And it's when you on that type of shit, you know, it's hard to give it up. It's almost like a drug. You got to be like, yo, I got to go through TSA. I got to see all type of weird motherfuckers. Because it's, and let me tell you something. The bathrooms in the airport, if you're not in the lounge, paying for a lounge is worth just the bathroom. It's the most disgusting shit. No. The most disgusting shit. When you walk in a bathroom in the airport, it smells like piss on the walk up. Like from outside, it's like if you could spray, you know how the motherfuckers be spraying to see the light, you know, they robbing the treasure or a bank and they got the little fucking infrared light, you know, you spray. If you spray that, the fucking smell of piss is different. It's fucking pure, right? And so I went in there today. Motherfuckers shitting in there. Now listen. It's disgusting, but farts is like, supposedly that's legal in the bathroom. You can fart and not feel offended. You shouldn't feel offended if somebody throws a fart in the bathroom. Right? So you in the bathroom, men's bathroom, all these fucking strange dudes. I watch them happy you don't wash your fucking hands when you walk out. I be watching these motherfuckers. Boy, motherfuckers be in there. acting like they lifting weights or some shit. My shit is like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Like, yeah, you can take a shit in here, but what the fuck is your fucking problem, man? Yo, get the fuck out of here. It's like 30 grown men in this motherfucker. They got kids, and so they think it's legal. The shit nasty, y'all. The shit nasty. Yo, here come Rich. Rich got something to say. You hear the whole floor shaking. Mr. Muscles, what you got to say?
What's wrong with you, man?
Yo, listen.
That's our bathroom chronicles. That's like...
Now this disrespect.
Yeah, but still.
Yo, Rich, today I went to use the bathroom.
I was there with...
Motherfucker was dead ass going...
Nah, nigga. He was lifting weights on a toilet bowl. Nah, nigga, he was going in.
And it's fucking disrespect. The other day we had a meeting in the flyest office in the world.
Yeah, you're disrespect.
By the way, she just hit me. So, I'm using the bathroom respectfully, and one fart just said pop. But
it wasn't pop. It was rap.
I threw a fart, but I was in the bathroom.
The door was thin. We both looked at each other, me and the woman he's talking about, and we had to laugh it off.
Yo, so I come out, and then he's looking at me disgusted, nigga. Like, you foul, man. You threw it. I'm like, yo, I'm in the bathroom. I thought I let one go on the low. Because, you might want to sometimes throw the water on. The faucet.
Throw it off. You throw it
off. To throw it off. Little water on. To throw a little fart. But he was like, he fucked with me so bad. We was up in there. I couldn't even concentrate in the meeting because he's like, yo, you disgusting.
Nah.
You think she didn't hear you?
The lady stopped what she was doing and looked at me. I was like,
no way. No way.
Sorry.
No way.
She laughed it off. I was like, oops, sorry. Pardon my brother. Yo, he pees and farts at the same time. Fuck out of here.
Y'all go home.
No, this the big show. This the big show.
Y'all are nuts.
No, this the big show. And so...
Yeah, what's wrong with y'all?
Nah, listen. Nah, it's a true story.
Here, bro.
Listen, man. Let me tell you something. Trust. It's a big word. And so, I used to hear this thing said, trust but verify. Like, you really, you got to trust people but verify. You can't just trust people and think you could trust people because they always cross you. And every time I chose to deal with money and let people move the way they move, they always get caught with their hand in the cookie jar. I'm talking about 99 out of 100 times. And it's sad, man, because you can't really trust nobody. And so I'm the type of guy that if I trust you, I trust you. Not just with money, with anything. But once you cross me in a certain way, I really can't fuck with you no more. And so I turn the lights off. And I don't know if you guys have had to do that, but I've had to do that to some of my closest friends, people I trust. And I don't think I trust nobody no more like that. I don't think to the day I die, I don't think I trust nobody with money ever again in life. And so it's sad, right? Because in this world, you like to think you could trust this guy, you could trust this girl, you could this, that. Betrayal. That's the biggest word. Betrayal. Because when somebody really betrays your trust, you can hide behind the biggest walls, you can move to an island, it's gonna fuck with you. When somebody betrays you, it's really gonna fuck with you. But once you cross me, it's over. And some people, what happens is, I don't want to say the oldest thing is counting other people's money or they won't miss it or whatever. And so we ain't just giving you this lifestyle. We work too hard. Man, we work too hard for this shit. Look at you, Gucci shit on, this, that, Rolex on. We work for this shit. You understand? We ain't just giving the lifestyle to people. We just ain't. You have to earn it. The lifestyle has to be earned. And shout out to Millionaire Floss. It's his birthday today behind that wall. Rest in peace, K. Slay. It's his birthday today. Today when I pulled up in the airport, don't ask me how, but my birthday's Friday. Mm-hmm. But they start going crazy. The people who work there, happy birthday, Joey Crack.
You didn't realize why?
Why?
They saw you on IG in the Hamptons and they gave you a birthday cake the day before.
That's what happened. I can't stop them from giving me, shout out to the Hamptons. I can't stop the Hamptons from cutting me a cake a week before.
Right. So everybody.
But I'm not going to lie to you. Everybody saying happy birthday today and my shit Friday, it's like blowing my high. No, real talk. It's like blowing my high. Because I'm like, damn, man, save it for Friday. I got a ritual. You know, the lion come out at night. Mm-hmm. 12 midnight, the lion be like, "Argh," and I write some ill shit. Mm-hmm. Then as soon as the morning start, I play ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. Dum 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 boom 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 boom. The bridge is over. The bridge is over. Put it up. When I'm hyping up camera, I got a ritual, and they fucking my shit up.
And then you get no birthday text from anybody from Queens.
Shout out to Queens. Queens been real. Queens been real funny. These guys, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. Queens is. You know, they ain't mad at us, man, from KRS-One. I'm telling you, underneath
30 years later,
undertones. I always tell you this story. I went to Prodigy's funeral when they let the homeboys speak, best friends. Yeah. And fuck KRS-One. And the bridges, I'm like, yo, it's Prodigy's funeral. KRS not here. And so they always got this little shit with them. And so, yeah. It's not my birthday yet. I was watching some shit, so I try to tell people like, you know, yo, what's up with the grind, man? What's up with the hustle, with this and this and that? And I tell them, we don't stop. We don't give up. And they said, well, what you mean? I said, I've literally sat down with a bunch of record people or company people and trying to negotiate big money, $1 million shit. Like sitting in there with them, negotiating $1 million shit. And I done caught fake heart attacks. Like you ever had anxiety that feel like you almost catching a heart attack? And in the middle of the shit, I'm like, yes, 1.8 million. And I tell myself, just breathe. This is a fake one. This is a fake one. This is a fake heart attack right now. Like you got to breathe through that shit. Because the devil be trying to throw shit in the game. You up in there, you got it. Listen, guys, I really wanted $2 million. You know, I could close at 1.8. What we're going to bring to the table, we're not lying to them, but when you know that money right there, you might catch a twitch in your eye and shit.
Palpitations.
Yeah, your chest feel like it's going to blow the fuck up. That's a whole fake heart attack. And you're like, fuck it. If it's a heart attack, it's a heart attack. I died getting 1.8 right now after these motherfuckers. And it's like, and so you got to be ready for all type of anxieties, all type of loopholes. If you want to get to the bag. Lord Finesse, yo, what's up, Finesse? Oh, Finesse is dying laughing. We got him out. Finesse out here laughing. Yo, I'm telling you, I done been in some shit where the anxiety is so legend, but I don't give a fuck. I'll keep breathing lightly till I get the fucking job done. And when we get out of there, I won't even tell you I caught a fake heart attack. But this shit real. No, it's not my birthday. My birthday is Friday. But thank you for all your well wishes. You could really save it for Friday. It's not my birthday. I went to the airport today, and a bunch of guys and girls that work at the airport were screaming, happy birthday, Joey Crack. I posted them. Now it's a false advertising. It's a false advertisement. Shout out to The Game. He dropped a new album. Yeah, people say I watched one of my brothers, he posted some shit that said, keep the real ones close. And so, like I tell you, trust with my money, even street shit, I'm really not going for that no more, right? Because it's like, you got guys who kept it 1,000% and went and did 20 years in the feds, went and did 15 years, 20 years. And shout out Pepsi, shout out some rock, shout out Power to the Patients. It's the biggest in the game. So you got guys, I want you to check this out, right? So if you got the OG, the big homies, everybody, these guys went and did 20 years, 18 years, never told on nobody, came out, we celebrate them, we big them up on another level, right? But once you do 20 years, I suggest you just don't get back into the streets. Go get a job. Nobody's looking at you like you wrong. Nobody's looking at you like you a sucker. Nobody just, you working hard, you providing for your family. But once you do 20 years, and these are the real ones that we call the realest of ones because they didn't toll, they did 20 years. These guys are 45, 50 years old. I don't think they're going to do another 20 years. Maybe one or two of them is going to be the realest in the game. But I don't think these guys are going to do another 20 years. So they say, keep the real ones close. So what I'm saying is yesterday's real ones is not today's real ones. And so we see these guys, they come home and we love them and we blow them up and we this and this and that. Then they get back in the game, they get caught, and they throw the whole legacy out the window. Everything they was famous for, everything they was the man for, everything they this and this and that. So it's almost like, listen, the real ones are the real ones till they not the real ones no more. And when the real ones are facing another 20 and they 50 years old, that's when you know if it's the real ones. Because that's very rare. I've seen one or two do it. Real ones that ain't going to talk no matter what. But, yo, Finesse, what's up, my brother? I love you, man. You inspire me so much, man. Just being my brother growing up in the projects and telling me you're going to do it. And one day I went and I listened to Red Alert and your shit was on the radio. And if it wasn't for you, I would never be where I'm at, Finesse. So I see you on here. And so I got to tell everybody I love you. Lord Finesse, one of the greatest rappers ever. DRTC shit. And so you can't take that away from them. But, you know, I was thinking, I said, you know what, man, what's crazy is they try to kill people. Literally try to kill you. But when they don't kill you, then they try to kill your character. You peep that?
Always.
And so if a guy can't kill you, maybe he ain't strong enough. Or maybe they tried, they couldn't get it, or whatever. You on top on the violence, on the physical. But they try to kill your character. And so, one thing that's crazy is that, shout out Dominican, I see mad Dominicans on here. It's Dominican Day Parade.
Got it.
Yeah? You the man.
Come on, I say now.
Dominican Day Parade, you got it, Rich. Yo, Rich, you working, man. Happy birthday. And so, Dominican Day Parade so real. Dude had a fucking, like a pickup truck. The speakers was on the hood so fucking long. They had a hookah on the shit playing that. Nah, they Dominican Fifth Ave out today. Shout out my Dominicanos. I love y'all. And, you know, what I said, they killed him in the airport. I said, yeah, this shit crazy. When you go to the airport bathroom, that's where you realize, because right here we got fancy. You know, I got fucking toilets that wash your ass. They'll fucking iron your clothes while you're taking the shit. No, it's real talk. I have floors that heat up in the winter. The shit is hot as hell. Feel like you on a jacuzzi. Take a shit, clean your ass, wrap it up. I'm telling you the truth. I definitely have toilets in my house that wash your ass, clean you up, and all that's cool. But when you go in the airport bathroom,
It's back on the airport.
nah, it's because you go in there on your own discrepancy, B. And what it shows you is, yo, we all shit and pee, B. It's like, yeah, you might have a fancy joint or whatever. But whatever you do, if you human, you gotta shit and pee, B. And this is where it's at. And that's why motherfucker be in there going, nasty motherfuckers, man.
You just assassinated the character of the person in the bathroom.
It's nasty, man. I went one time, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, I went to get in the bathroom on a plane, and the dude took a shit, but didn't flush it.
Oh, God.
Right? But he walked right past me, so I knew who it was. I was so fucking pissed. One thing I don't do is fuck around on a plane, because if you fuck up on a plane, they'll stop you from flying, and you fuck up the money. So I don't argue with nobody. I don't argue with flight attendants. I mind my business. Some shit I don't like, I just stay quiet, because I don't want to get off the flying list. But the man took a shit, big ass shit. He leave it up in there. And you don't know how bad I went and told Rich. And I just kept looking back like I wanted to tell this guy something so bad, but I don't really start the beef on the plane. I can't do it, because otherwise they're going to fuck up my money. That shit crazy, right? Because, you know, I seen the world is so fucked up, right? So, you know, they trying to get Trump down there. You know what I'm saying? They up in his shit 30 deep.
Ran up in Mar-a-Lago.
They ran up in Mar-a-Lago. Sheesh. And so the world's crazy, right? Because I hope they don't zap the show now again. And so I saw this shit the other day about a young lady. She fought in Iraq and all that. Now she came home. She's a veteran, and she's homeless, and she sleeps outside of the base. I don't think it's legal, but she sleeps outside. But she's really a veteran from the thing, and so they let her sleep there without bothering her. Her and a couple of other homeless vets. And that's a big problem in America. It's been like that since the 60s. And so they get mental illness. I don't know. But so one day they come and they just pick her up. I seen it on the news, Instagram, or some shit. And it was like, so they told her she can't be there no more. And she's like, yo, where am I supposed to go? I'm from the service. I'm homeless. The least I could do is sleep by where. And so they threw her out. And so it's really, really sad because these kids give their life and they get in service. I don't know who she is, guys. I help people all the time. Don't say to help her and then, Fat Joe overhelps. Like, please. But I'm telling you a sad story. Then I seen the flip side, right? So when Big said more money, more problems. Right? Look at that. More money, more problems. They tell you right now. Yo, go get her. These people just swear. If I could allow the Instagram to tell me what to do with whatever money I work for.
You'll be sleeping outside with
No, I'll be sleeping in the bathroom in the airport. They'll be happy for me on the fucking urinated floor, right? And so, but, sometimes I feel even when I had boys, you should have been able to homeless a vet in the same sentence when saving the country. Exactly. And so Finesse says you shouldn't be able to say homeless vet and at the same time they're the people who saved the country. Now, I'm out there, Tycoon, 50 Cent weekend out there in Houston. I'll be there next week. I'll be in Dallas next week too. First Dallas, then I'll go to Houston. But Big said it best, more money, more problems. And it just comes with so much responsibility being rich. Or no bullshit. You gotta think of the taxes. You gotta think of, like, you're rich. You balling. You got cars. You got this. You got family. You got this. You gotta pay for all this shit. So it's almost like not enjoyable. And so where I live in Miami is all houses on the water. But I could be honest with you. I could count the amount of times I've actually seen human beings jump in the pool in the back of them houses. Because whoever owns them houses is busy working all over the world to pay for this shit. And so sometimes I be like, yeah, it could take over you. Like, you just like, yo, what the fuck? There's so much shit moving. It's almost like a fucking watch. You know, got so many components to it. I'm sure there's people who don't want to be rich no more. There's people who like, yo, it's too much for songs. Fuck this shit. Let me just go on a one bedroom, one bath, mind my fucking business. I'm sure there's people like that, you know. And so with more money, more problems. It's my birthday coming up on Friday. If y'all want to buy me something or something, I'll take it. No, I'm dead serious. If you want to buy me something, send it to Up NYC. Don't send no fucking anthrax and no shit like that. Y'all will a sad legend. But who don't want a present? Who doesn't want a gift? Right. I want gifts. And besides my girl Patricia, who been with me for like 18 years, Patricia bought me boxes, t-shirts. You know what I'm saying? She bought me the shit I'm going to use. You know, she ain't rich or nothing, but she bought me boxes, t-shirts. She knows El Patron is going to use that. You know what I'm saying? But a gift don't hurt nobody, right?
Doesn't hurt.
Cousin Miriam, what's good? Walik, what's up? And so that's what it is. Other than that, I'm still praying for Donovan Mitchell and the Knicks. Yo, why you always laughing? Yo, football, the guy in Miami already got hurt, right?
A couple people got hurt already.
People got hurt already.
Got hurt in spring.
I fucking hate football because everybody who is supposed to be good, they fucking get hurt, like a D Rose. And let me tell you another thing. If you're on Instagram and you're fat, and I'm telling you because I'm Fat Joe, and you make yourself this skinny, you're lying to yourself. You gotta stop. And I'm talking about to everybody I love in the fucking world. You guys gotta stop. Like, yo, listen, be proud of yourself. Maybe you want to hook yourself up some slightly. Little nip and tuck. Something, you know, because the Instagram. But don't go from a 2X to a fucking small or a medium. That's not right. And the people around you, they're not keeping it real with you because they know they know you bugging out. Shout out my brother Nori. Nori bootlegged himself. You know, he had Black Star and Dave Chappelle, so he didn't get clearance. And he's been waiting so long where he bootlegged himself. He threw out the drink chants himself. Nori don't give a fuck. And I said, yo, Nori, man, is you even going to lie to these people? He said, nah, I want them to know I bootlegged it. I don't care. He don't give a fuck. Like, yo.
Oh, shit.
It's the craziest shit. The biggest in the game. Let me tell you something. Tell everybody in North Carolina, show me love. Once again, if you ain't hear it, well, Mike's wife, how you doing? Once again, if you didn't hear the beginning, because I really want to let y'all know that, is Irv Gotti said, I'm no longer his friend. And he's correct, because I'm his brother. And I love him. I love his entire family. I love his mother. I love his sisters. I love his brothers. I love his sons. I love them all. And so sometimes brothers check each other. That's the furthest I'm going to go. But besides that, you know, I can never feel ill of the brother. You know, it is what it is. Yo, we the biggest in the game, man. Go take that shit. Go do what you want to do. Go do what you want to do. We the biggest in the motherfucking game. You know what I'm saying? And so God did. And so that's how we do. You think I'm oh yeah, he said happy birthday Malaysia. Happy birthday Malaysia. It's a lot of Leos out there running around. You know what I'm saying? Peace to the gods. We the biggest in the game. Big show, and you don't know who I know. Let your darkest moments bring your most clarity. It ain't till you down and out. It ain't till you going through some thing. Maybe financially, maybe in prison, maybe health, maybe whatever. Until you see who your true friends and people are. God will show you. Don't take it as why this happened to me. Take it as a blessing. Take it as a blessing that you know who's with you and who's not. God is trying to get them out the way. So when the good times come, you know who to have around you. And also, believe in God at all times. There's a lot of shit going on out there with pastors and churches. And they got a pastor that curses today. I seen him on Baller Alert. Shout out to Rob. The pastor was cursing. He talking about pastors. Because, you know, Beyonce made a song, Church Girl. I didn't think it was, you know, I done said worse shit in the universe, right? Putting raisins in your kids' candy. There's foul shit. But when Beyonce say something, they go crazy. And so the guy talking about pastors and bishops sleeping with the ladies in the church, the deacons, the this, that, big head. Nah, he's going bad, right? But I'm seeing a bunch of pastors, like, we always believe in the word of God. But there's a lot of suspect things going on with these, it's just weird. It's just weird what's going on right now. And so, even you guys, you go to church and your pastor, something, y'all pull them to the side, man. It might be time for you to give street code to your pastor because they looking crazy out here. They're making a fool of themselves. And I keep seeing it on the gram, like pastor after pastor playing themselves, looking crazy, speaking on stuff they don't know about.
They're trying to go viral.
They trying to go viral. That's the craziest shit.
That's exactly what it is. That's all it is.
They trying to go viral. So the man said Beyonce sold the soul and all. Like, yo, bro, how do you know who sold their soul? Like, peace, y'all. Keep God first. That's why I try to tell you. Everybody got their own tailor-made relationship with God. If you have the faith, if you are a true believer, in good times and bad times, always keep God up here, right? Stay righteous, help others, and you're going to be all right. Because I don't know what's going on with all these people out here, man. Peace, y'all.